morning everyone, welcome to this beautiful new day. If you're just tuning in now, please say hi and where you're tuning in from. And we're going to sing along with Deva Mitten's Loka this morning, which I've got playing in the background, so I'm just going to turn it up a little bit. I'm not a great singer, by the way, just so you all know. Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Lokaha Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Lokaha Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Lokaha Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lokaha samasta sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samasta sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samasta sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Happy Monday, Lynn. Hi, Kala Kala. Hi, Pauline. Hi, Val. Good morning. Welcome to this morning's Kirtan sing-along. Lokaha samasta sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samasta sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samasta sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti many, many blessings to you all. Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Lokaha Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Lokaha Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Lokaha Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you for joining me this morning in a beautiful prayer and mantra Kirtan. That all beings be happy, that all beings find peace here on earth. I know I'm no great singer, but when you're chanting for love, for peace, for compassion, for truth, who cares? Right. So I'm going to read today's Opening Doors Within passage today from the book that Eileen Caddy wrote. When you are out of harmony with the divine order of things, you draw to you disharmony and disunity. You will find yourself swimming against the tide, getting nowhere and simply exhausting yourself. Why not go with the tide? Flow along with it and get into harmony with what is going on. As you learn to do it, you will find yourself in harmony with everything and everyone around you. You will no longer stick out like a sore thumb, but will blend in perfectly with your surroundings and environment. You will find you are in harmony with yourself, and that harmony within will be reflected without. Life will flow smoothly, and all will flow into place. You will behold seeming miracle upon miracle come out of all time. This way of living will become the normal way with you, because you are in tune with me, and I can work in and through you and bring about wonders and glories. Morning, Andrea. Oh, so good to have you here. I'm going to read a passage from the Advanced, A Guide for the Advanced Soul. Every moment of your life is infinitely creative, and the universe is endlessly bountiful. Just put forth a clear enough request, and everything your heart desires must come to you. I first heard that passage many years ago, probably in 1997, and certainly again when I picked up this book a few years later. And I think that that passage gave me something which was the truth that how we're always creating our lives, and we're We can always create something more beautiful, more amazing, more wonderful. We just have to know, we have to have the intention within our hearts and know which direction we want to go in. Not exactly what's going to happen, but just the calling. We have to hear the calling and move towards that calling. So I'm going to do a reading again today from the Osho Zen Tarot. I'll probably just pick one card for us all this morning. And if you're just tuning in, please say hi and where you're tuning in from. So today's card is sharing. Perfect. I can't find it. I will. Must be here somewhere. Here we go. So, sharing from the Osho Zen Tarot deck. As you move above the fourth centre, that is the heart, your whole life becomes a sharing of love. The third centre has created the abundance of love. By reaching to the third centre in meditation, you have begun to overflow with love, with compassion, and you want to share it. It happens at the fourth centre, the heart. That's why, even in the ordinary world, people think love comes out of the heart. For them, it is just hearsay. They have heard it. They don't know it because they have not reached into their heart. But the meditator finally reaches to the heart as he has reached to the centre of his being, the third centre. Suddenly an explosion of love and compassion and joy and blissfulness and benediction has arisen in him, with such a force that it hits his heart and opens the heart. The heart is just in the middle of all your 7 centres, 3 centres below, 3 centres above. You have come exactly to the middle way, the path of the heart. The Queen of Fire is so rich, so much a queen, that she can afford to give. It doesn't even occur to her to take inventories or to put something aside for later. She dispenses her treasures without limits, welcoming all and sundry to partake of the abundance, fertility and light that surrounds her. When you draw this card, it suggests that you are in a situation where you have an opportunity to share love, your joy and your laughter, and in sharing you find that you feel even more full. There is no need to go anywhere or to make any special effort. You find that you can enjoy sensuality without possessiveness or attachment, can give birth to a child or to a new project with an equal sense of creativity fulfilled. Everything around you seems to be coming together now. Enjoy it, ground yourself in it, and let the abundance in you and around you overflow. So beautiful. So that's this morning's message. Sharing, give, Give for the sake of giving. Give because you can. Give freely of what is available to you. Going to read a passage from the Prophet by Gibran. If you haven't read this book, it's amazing. It's very beautiful. Then said the rich man, "Speak to us of giving." And he answered, "You give but little when you give of your possessions. It is when you give of yourself that you truly give. For what are your possessions but things you keep and guard for fear that you may need them tomorrow? And tomorrow, what shall tomorrow bring? The overprudent dog burying the bone in the trackless sand as he follows the pilgrims to the holy city. And what is fear of need but need itself? Is not dread of thirst when your well is full? The thirst is unquenchable. There are those who give little of the much they have, and they give it for recognition, and their hidden desire makes their gifts unwholesome. And there are those who have little and give it all. These are the believers in life and the bounty of life, and their coffer is never empty. There are those who give with joy, and that joy is their reward. And there are those who give with pain, and the pain is their baptism. And there are those who give and know not pain in giving, nor do they seek joy, nor give with mindfulness of virtue. They give as in yonder valley the myrtle breathes its fragrance into space. Through the hands of such as these God speaks, and from behind their eyes he smiles upon the earth. It is well to give when asked, but it is better to give unasked through understanding. And to the open-handed the search for one who shall receive is joy greater than giving. And is there aught you would withhold? All you have shall someday be given. Therefore give it now, that the season of giving may be yours and not your inheritors. You often say, I would give, but only to the deserving. The trees in your orchard say not so, nor the flocks in your pasture. They give that they may live, for to withhold is to perish. Surely he who is worthy to receive these days and his nights is worthy of all else from you. And he who has deserved to drink from the oceans of life deserves to fill up his cup from your little stream. And what desert greater shall there be than that which lies in the courage and confidence, nay, the charity of receiving? And who are you that men should rend their bosom and unveil their pride, that you may see their worth naked and their pride unabashed? See first that you yourself deserve to be a giver, an instrument of giving. For in truth it is life that gives unto life, while you who deem yourself a giver are but a witness, and you receive, and you are all receivers. Assume no weight of gratitude, lest you lay yoke upon yourself and upon him who gives. Rather rise together with the giver on his gifts as on wings. For to be over-mindful of your debt is to doubt his generosity, who has the free-hearted earth for mother and God for father. That was an extract from The Prophet by Gibran. Oops. Sorry. Let's join in peace now and meditation. Closing our eyes, bringing ourselves into this space. Good morning, Atik. If you're just tuning in now, please say hi and where you're tuning in from. And we're going to start the meditation part of this morning's sharing. So placing your hands on your heart this morning, on your heart chakra in the middle of your chest. And with each breath connecting to the heart, connecting to your highest intelligence, connecting to the universal global heart that we all share as one. Releasing the hands now. Much love and many blessings to you all. Thank you for joining me this morning in prayer, song, meditation, and verse. Much love to you all. Have a blessed day. If you're just tuning in, please say hi and where you're tuning in from, and I'll repost this now so you can watch from the beginning. Many blessings to you, Raj. There is nothing to attain. You are already that. Om Shanti. Namaste. Much love.